Hi dear students, I am Dr. Vise Vanasri. Today I am going to discuss the first year second semester Adikavi Nannaya University UG model question paper for general English. By listening to this video, you will gain an understanding of how questions are asked in the examination and how to answer them effectively. The title of this paper is A Course in Reading and Writing Skills. It is common for all the programs under a single major system in UG courses and with effect from admitted batch 2023-2024. The time limit for taking this exam is 3 hours. The maximum mark for this paper is 70. The paper consists of two sections, Section A and Section B. Section A and Section B. Section A is worth 20 marks. 8 questions will be given and you need to answer 5. Each question carries 4 marks. The questions are asked in application mode. Section B is worth 50 marks. The question ranges from 9 to 13. Here you have an internal choice. For example, question number 9 has 2 questions from Unit 1 and here you should attempt either of them. Question number 10 is from Unit 2, question number 11 is from Unit 3, 12 is from Unit 4 and 13 is from Unit 5. In section A, the first question is from the first unit and it is related to conversion of the words. Each point has 2 sentences. These are the 4 points and here you have 2 sentences in each point. In the first sentence, a word is italicized and you need to use the same word and write the correct form of it in the second sentence. You should be very careful with spelling. The question is as follows. He is very innovative in his profession. His recent dash received an international award. So here innovative, this is an adjective. He is a very innovative in his profession. His recent innovation. Like that you have to change only the grammatical form of it. Innovative and innovation. So here it is adjective and here we require noun. Children are curious to know many things. We should not kill their curiosity. We should use only this word, curious, the word which is italicized. So here which word is apt? Curiosity. Students should be attentive in the class. Paying close attention to the teacher's instruction can help students understand the subject better. She is a responsible employee in the company. Her responsibility is to take care of the optimum use of resources. Like that, you need to attempt the first question. State whether the following statements are true or false. Here, the second question concerns identifying true or false, and it is one of the topics of Unit 2. The first question is this. Scanning is a reading technique. Of course, skimming and scanning are rapid reading techniques. So this is true. Skimming and scanning are the same reading strategies. Of course not, because skimming actually for to get comprehensive idea, general idea. It's a bird's view like that. Scanning is for locating particular information, specific information. So this is false. Scanning is a detailed reading technique used to understand every word in a text. It's not at all necessary because the main purpose of scanning is to locate specific information. So here detailed reading, that is intensive reading technique. So here the answer is false. Scanning is effective for quickly finding specific information within a text. Scanning is quickly finding specific information. Yeah, of course, it is right. So here the answer is true. The third question is about reading comprehension. It is from Unit 3. It tests your comprehension levels. Here you need to apply different reading techniques to accomplish the topic. First, you have to get some kind of general idea. For that reason, you have to read it thoroughly, at least once or twice. Then you can acquaint with it and you can answer the questions very easily. Next, you have to pick up the keywords. So what are the keywords? Main words. Like here, the question words like who, in which century, what, where. Okay, these are the question words. And then you have to pick up the keywords like the other keywords like nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs and all these. Here, a young Portuguese noble. This is a keyword. A great marine and terrestrial exploration occurred. These are also keywords. Magellan, offered, ship's reach. Okay, Magellan named the passage. So these are the keywords. Now with the help of these clues, we can locate the answers thoroughly. Sometimes we can get the answers very easily. Sometimes we need to go for intensive reading. So first, young Portuguese noble. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. The young Portuguese noble. As a young Portuguese noble, he served the king of Portugal. Here he is mentioned, but the person's name is not mentioned. But in the beginning, before this sentence, there is another that is, yeah. Ferdinand Magellan led the first expedition to sail around the world. As a young Portuguese noble, he served the king of Portugal, but he became involved in the quagmire of political intrigue at court and lost the king's favor. So you can understand here the young Portuguese noble is Ferdinand Magellan. Next, the second question. In which century? Yeah, you have to identify the word like century or marine and terrestrial exploration like that. Where are they? Yeah, here it is. 16th century, an age of great marine and terrestrial exploration, clearly mentioned, right? So in which century a great marine and terrestrial exploration occurred? In the 16th century, an age of great marine and terrestrial exploration occurred. That is clearly mentioned. So this is the 16th century is the correct answer. Next one. What was Magellan offered? So here you have to see the offered or what. These are the things is required. Okay. So where is offered? Yes. Here the word is offered given. After he was dismissed from service by the King of Portugal, he offered to serve the future Emperor Charles V of Spain. So serve the future Emperor Charles V of Spain. This is the right answer. Where did the ships reach? So now you have to identify the words like ships. Where is it? Yeah. Magellan set sail from Spain with 5 ships. But now you have to identify the destination or reach the words like that. Or else sometimes it is giving in indirect way also. One of these ships was exploring the topography of South America in search of a water route across the continent. So their destination is South America. So this ship sank, but the remaining 4 ships searched along the southern peninsula of South America. So as this is the destination, South America is the correct answer. Magellan named the passage. So now you have to identify the words like passage and all. Yeah, here it's clearly mentioned. Magellan named the passage the Strait of All Saints. Yeah, B is the right answer. Strait of All Saints. Expand the following paragraph is the fourth question, and the statement is a stitch in time saves 9. It is a proverb, and this is taken from Expansion of Ideas, Unit 4. It tests your thinking levels, organizing capacity, and presentation skills. So, to answer this question, you need to use your think tank to generate as many ideas as you can and put the sentences into proper order. In other words, apply brainstorming or mind map techniques and prepare a constructive paragraph. And you can make some clues, and here I have prepared some clues, like first of all, you have to understand that statement properly, and then explain the statement in your own words, give possible reasons, or make some discussion in different angles, and give similar maxims or proverbs or thoughts. Provide 2 to 3 examples related to the topic, and then conclude it in a proper way. And the paragraph may be like this: taking necessary action at the right time can quickly resolve the issue and prevent further damage. A tear in a dress needs just one stitch in the beginning. If it is neglected for some time, it may require a greater number of stitches, and its appearance may seem unattractive, making one feel embarrassed. In this context, our elders remind us to nip it in the bud. Here it refers to any action that requires urgent attention. For example, any bad habit such as smoking or watching television continuously or procrastination, that means delaying nature. These all should be addressed from the very beginning. It can also be applied to our studies. If we start focusing and clarifying the doubts in any subject, we may not feel it very challenging and burdensome at the time of taking the exam. So the next question is about letter writing, and it is taken from Unit 5, and it is a writing skill. It requires proper format, relevant content, and good presentation. And the question is given like this: write a letter to your friend describing a local historical place that you have visited recently. For this question, actually, you must be very keen to the format. That means, first of all, you have to write your address, and then the date that you are writing and posting, and after that the recipient's address, and after that address the person properly, like if the person your friend is maybe he is Krishna, then you can say dear Krishna or Krishna, like that. And then you have to write down the content in 2 or 3 paragraphs and conclude it properly. And I write the question. For example, if this is a question given, my answer will be like this: Dear Krishna, I am fine and I hope you are doing well. After a long time, we met each other and shared our dreams and aspirations. Whenever I visit a new place, my mind is drawn to thinking about you. When I was in Rajahmundry, we visited many areas of interest. I still remember that you gave utmost priority to know about the history of places you visited and interacted with the people who had knowledge of it. Recently, I visited Samarlakota Sri Chalukya Kumararama Sri Bhimeshwara Swami Temple as a part of our college excursion. It is located 12 kilometers from Kakinada and 52 kilometers from Rajahmundry. It is one of the 5 Pancharama Kshetras. The main deity is the Lord Shiva. Kumaraswamy consecrated the temple. It is one of the masterpieces of the ancient Dravidian architectural style. The temple is set in beautiful and serene surroundings. Across the world, people visit it and enjoy themselves with its beauty and history. I decided to revisit this place. If you're interested, we can plan a trip during our holidays. Please let me know about your thoughts on it. Convey my regards to your parents and best wishes to your brother. Yours lovingly, Raju. Like that, you have to prepare whatever the idea you have on the given topic. This should be relevance and proper introduction, middle or body, and conclusion. The next one is about match the following. This is actually from one word substitutes. It is taken from unit 1 and it tests your knowledge of vocabulary. See here the questions are like this. One who is present everywhere, study of living things, a system ruled or controlled by men, writing of one's own life story like that. And here the answers are given and you have to identify the apt answer for each one. One who is present everywhere, that is omnipresent. See here clue is also given, present. Omni means all, okay, present everywhere. Study of living things, so it is biology. Bio means life, logy means study. Study of life is called biology. A system ruled or controlled by men, if it is as it is controlled, the system or the whole family system or society is dominated by men, and if they governed it, then we can say that system is called as patriarchy. Patriarchy means uh, archy, it's related to system or the government, it's just like that. So the system or the society is run by male is called patriarchy. Writing of one's own life story. So auto is own. Okay. So graphy is related to writing. Bio, life. So one who writes one's life history, life story, that is called autobiography. So one who is present everywhere is omnipresent. Study of living things is biology. A system ruled or controlled by men is patriarchy. Writing of one's own life story is autobiography. If we write somebody's story, that is called biography. The seventh question is fill in the blanks with suitable words from the given below to make acceptable collocations. So this is from unit 1 and it also tests your knowledge of vocabulary. And some of the questions are underlined here, some of the words are underlined here, and in the examination you may get these words in the box, and the words are here: old, ardent, significant, pretty, dangerous, ugly, blunt, safe. And you have to pick these words according to the need. Although the doctors tried hard, they could not dash his life. Doctors usually tried very hard to save the life of a person, right? So could not save his life. Save is the right answer. I am an dash admirer of your work. Staunch supporter, we can say like that, right? Sincere admirer. So in that way, ardent is the right answer. We cannot say old admirer, right? And significant, it's okay, but not completely apt. Pretty admirer, it's not. So like that, it's related to work, right? So strong admirer is an ardent admirer. Next, she gave me some dash advice and I took it. When we usually take somebody's advice, if it is very important, significant, right? So significant means important. So significant is a right answer. Significant advice. It seems no time at all since I started work here. I'm at dash A's. So now you are telling that you have no time. That means you are in old age. You are at old age, right? So old is the right answer. Not ugly age or dangerous age, blunt. These are all the wrong words. So which is the compatible word or the apt word? Old is the correct word. So I'm at old age now. So that's the reason the person is feeling he has no time at all. Next question is Given below are a few sentences. State whether each of them is formal or informal. This is a productive skill and it is the eighth question. And you have to know what is actually the formal and what is informal. If you have clear idea about it, then easily you can answer them without losing a single mark. So what is formal language and informal language? If the language is very polite, exhibiting the matter in a complete sense with clarity, even without context, such language is formal. Friendly talk or use of slang or colloquial language, and the matter is understood contextually, is called informal language. For example, bring it to me or just bring it. So by pointing out some object, I'm telling bring it. So contextually that can be done. It is informal. Even without context, if the sentence is said in a very clear manner, in complete way, and in a very refined or a polite manner, then it can be called as formal. Now you have to identify which is formal and which is informal. Tell me where the manager's room is. Here, tell me the way, it's not polite. It shows, okay, if the person may be subordinate or maybe a stranger or maybe uh, younger one, younger to the person who is uh, telling like this. Tell me where the manager's room is. This is informal language. Okay, informal sentence. Could you please let me know the exact time of my appointment? So here it is asked in a very posh way. That means in a very polished manner, refined manner. Could you please? And here it is about exact time of his appointment. As it is, the sense is clearly mentioned and in a very polite way. That's the reason this is a formal sentence. Next question. May I know your application number? So in this, may, could, these are all actually requesting polite kind of expressions. So it is a polite expression and also it is clearly, the statement is mentioned in a very clear way. May I know your application number? Here what is the subject? Application number. He did not say it or they, a pronoun is not mentioned. Okay. The matter is explained in a very clear way. So this is formal language or formal sentence. Hi, how are you? So this is informal. Okay, usually we can mention it to our younger ones or maybe to the peers. If we have a lot of bond with the person, then we may not use the polite language. Okay, so this is just informal. I hope you can understand the first section. Now we can move to second section. Section B, and each question